All right, well, first rat's there. And then this one snapped off. Oh yeah, I got a rat in that. And I got one of the little funeral piles. I don't know what they're doing with these things. But this is gonna be a 72-hour check. So I'm counting on there being quite a bit of or quite a few things in my traps. So anyways, let's get these guys reset and get it out. All right, well, I'm already at my third set. I just walked because it's just like right over there. So I just walked over, got a rat in this one. He didn't go down the drowner, but he's in the water enough. He didn't get munched, so we'll get him out and move on down. I'm gonna take a look at that one spot that my trap was stolen at, and look at it a little closer and see maybe if it just come off and I missed it somewhere. So, all right, I'll be back. Right, well, trap's gone. My rod's there, but I don't see my cable. Give me a minute and I'll have to pull this up, see if I can find it where I anchored it. I anchored it down here, but yeah, my cable's not on the rod, so I'm gonna have to see. Maybe I got something that pulled it off. I don't know. Mink box doesn't have anything. Fish doesn't look like it's been messed with. So anyways, let me get this up and see. All right, well, there he is. Pretty big rat. He ended up pulling it was on the end of the cable, but he ended up pulling it over and was lodged up over here. It's the first one that's done that, but pretty big rat. Anyways, that's just how I'm setting it. Nothing special. That's a giant rat. So anyways, all right, get moved down. Well, this is that set that I have, the 330, and then I've got the 2 toilets set. Didn't have anything in it. This one was snapped off and laying probably right there. This one was still sitting here, but it was froze. So I took it out and snapped it off, make sure to kind of break off the ice, reset it, and then I placed it up here this time. Mink box has no bait and a ton of mouse poop. So the mice got in there and stole everything on me. So you can tell the skins and stuff are in there. So that just lets me know that it wasn't because a mink stole it. But we'll get that trap rebaited and move on down. All right, well, I'm at that spot that's got those 4 sets. The first 3 had nothing. The last one, which is the one that was here, this is that one that rat got eaten at last time. It had one. Not a giant rat, but decent sized one. And there was a big old huge, like, I don't know, a pile of garbage. Like, I think they're doing funeral piles to memorialize their dead. But anyways, yeah, we'll get moved down and plenty more traps. I got those the 2 330s and my last mink box is the only thing that's left. Or well, sorry, that's what's next. I still have a ton of traps left. All right, I'll be pulled into my freaking spot where I climb out, and this wasn't here the other day. That's a beaver caster mound. Huh. Anyways, let's get over there and check those sets. All right, so this 330 still hasn't have anything in it. That one was snapped off. Bunch of gunk and stuff in it. I went through and I looked down the channel. I didn't see anything else, so hopefully it'll keep it out. And the channel's a lot clearer. My mink box is right there. It doesn't have anything in it, and all the bait's still there. So we'll go ahead and get down the line. Can't remember exactly which ones are next. I think it's my set that I've got the 5 110s at, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna have to, maybe the next time my next check, I'll bring a foothold for this caster mound right here. I'll put it in, because, well, maybe. It's got like, I don't know, that's a foot deep, a little more. Oh, if I didn't mention it, I did pull that set where the duck got KO'd. Oh, Jesus. I can't feel the bottom. Right here, like under my kayak, that's a 4-foot pole, and I can't feel the bottom. No, that's 4 foot. It's a 4-foot pole. 4-foot fiberglass pole, and I can't feel the bottom. But, yeah, I think I'll bring a drowning set out and set up on this caster mound. It's got a freaking big beaver foot in it. So, anyways, go ahead and get down. That's strange. The first time that not one of these hit. That one's empty. That one, I moved from that hole this hole over to that hole, and it was snapped off and like turned up and over, but nothing in it. Nothing in this one. And then this one, you can tell there's still frost on it. Like it didn't snap off. This one was over too far, I think, and the rats were walking around the side of it. So I might move some brush or move some cattails. Try to stick it in there and block that off a little bit. That way they don't, that works. Block it off just a hair. That way they're not trying to walk around it. But anyways, I'll get moved down. Well, nothing in these 2 sets. You can see that one is still covered in frost. So I'm gonna snap them off, and then we'll snap them off. That way they break up any of the ice or any of the crystals and stuff on them and get them reset. All right, well, not what I wanted in my raccoon, or in my beaver set. I was a little worried about this one. I actually brought a cable specifically for this one to change it out. The cable was a little short. I mean, it's still probably a 10 or 12 foot cable, but I mean, it's fairly deep. Like it's probably, I don't know, 2 foot right here, but it's only like a foot right there. So I did bring about a 20-foot cable. This is kind of one of the reasons why I said, like I said, I only run, or I run cable drowners, because sometimes I can't get rebar in. I wouldn't be able to get a rebar grounder in. So well, we're gonna have to take this guy out and get him taken care of. I didn't bring a gun with me, so this is gonna be fun. But all right, well, let me get this guy taken care of and get the set remade, and we'll get on down the line. not a decent, he's not a bad coon, but not a big one by any means. So anyways, I'll show you when I'm done. All right, well, now I'm wet to my elbows. Caster mound, got a little bit of Dunlap's big pile, and you can't see it, but I got a Bridger number 5 dogless bedded right there. This time the cable goes clear out, and there's a shelf. Probably right about there, there's a shelf. It just drops off, and my weight goes up and over and on the other side of that shelf. So the next critter, beaver, raccoon, whatever, shouldn't be able to pull that block over the shelf. Before I just had it sitting, I don't know if you can tell, but like that water's like a foot deep, 2 feet deep maybe, and the block was just sitting in that. I was thinking it would be fine, but yeah, so he kind of thrashed the area, but it's a little bigger the coon than I thought. I mean, I'll get home and weigh him. It's a big boar, but he was that was kind of a pain in the butt trying to get him taken care of. So anyways, get moved down. I think I have the other beaver set I put in last time is my next one. So we'll get down and get that one checked, and hopefully we got one there and not another coon. So anyways, all right, well, not what I wanted in my beaver set, but, and a Bridger number 5 is kind of overkill for a muskrat. Pretty big caster mound. I don't know if another beaver, looks like they did come and work it a little bit, but I got a little bit of Dunlap's big pile right there, and Bridger number 5. I'm gonna have to reset my weight, so I'm gonna get that pulled in, but yeah. So anyways, let me get the weight reset and we'll get on down. All right, well, I'm at my furthest set down this little channel, and I caught this little tiny baby coon on one of my drowners. He went down the drowner and didn't make it, but looks like he caught a fish. Ate everything except for a little bit of the eggs out of it. So yeah, not exactly what I wanted. It's a tiny coon. I mean, it's probably maybe twice the size of one of my muskrats. Like just a tiny coon. So anyways, we'll get on down. I did pass 2 of my other sets, and both of those were just snapped off and laying next to where I'd set them. So I'll get those ones reset, and we'll get moved down. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, well, I checked all my other sets that are down this little canal already, and the only one that I had that had a rat is the one right at the beginning. Caught him by the foot and like belly meat. So not a bad rat, not gonna complain. But that's my last set, so I'm gonna get everything picked up and moved out, and I'm actually kind of surprised. The raccoons moved a lot compared to the muskrats. And like I said, I didn't get any beavers. I'm actually really surprised about that. I would have thought for sure I'd have had one, at least one. I did not expect that coon. So, you know, it is what it is. It's the life of a beaver trapper. You're bound to catch some coons here and there. And like I said, that little one, I would have let him go, but he was on a drowner, so he was already done when I got there. But not what I want, but you know, he definitely would eat a muskrat if he found one. So he'd definitely eat one of my muskrats, that's for sure. So it just gets rid of one more predator that won't eat my rats while I'm sorry, let me get moving here so I can start floating down. But yeah, just getting rid of one more predator, two more predators that won't be eating my muskrats while they're on the drowner for me. I did look, and I think there's a beaver run right here. I need to look and see a little better. But hold on, I'll be right back. Anyways, yeah, I thought that was a beaver run. It wasn't. So I've noticed that the water is actually starting to go down. I didn't notice it on my first couple of sets, but I did notice it on the last like 8 or 9 that I have up that channel. The water's dropped probably, I'd say probably close to 4 or 5 inches. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's definitely down some. There's going to be a point where I won't be able to actually get up that canal because the water will be so shallow. It's already super shallow up that little channel, so I won't be able to get back up in there. So I'll have to be careful with that and pay attention, and I'll probably end up pulling my sets. Just those ones, not all of them. I've got, another half a mile worth of marsh I could still trap that I'm not trapping, and only the main reason is only because I don't have enough traps. I have probably 3 dozen sets all together, not counting my beaver sets, but 3 dozen sets all together, or for muskrats, and it's just not enough. This whole place is like a mile long, and probably close to, I don't know, a big old fish over there. It's a mile long and probably close to a half mile wide. So in some places, and all the cattails and everything, there's just no way to be able to trap it all at once. I'd have to make 4 or 5 trips with a kayak full of traps and set everything, and then go all the way down, go back to the truck, load up more traps. And I mean, I'm pretty sure I could catch a couple hundred rats in a day or two, but it would also probably take me all day long to check my traps. So just do it one day at a time and not really overly stress about it and worry about it. So anyways, I'm gonna get myself back to my truck. I got parked it down at the end and already walked, so I won't have my little walk at the end. But like I said, I greatly appreciate it. If you guys like this video or made it this far, consider subscribing. I'm gonna have videos out every 3 days, and I haven't looked at it yet, but at some point in the next few videos, by the time this video comes out or that video comes out, I'll already be setting and doing bobcat trapping. Not that I'm gonna get anything. Bobcats here are a lot different than bobcats anywhere else, so we'll see. I got probably 3 dozen traps that I can get set out, and so that's gonna be my goal. I'd like to get 3 cats, but we'll see how everything's gonna run. But like I said, if you liked the video, throw me a like, consider subscribing. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, like I said, please consider subscribing, and I feel like I'm rambling on. My bad. Peace out, guys.